Africa is a continent renowned for its breathtaking landscapes, abundant natural resources, and vibrant cultures. From the vast Sahara Desert to the lush rainforests and savannas, its geography is as diverse as its people. For centuries, Africa thrived with complex societies, rich traditions, and thriving trade networks. However, in the late 19th century, European powers turned their attention to Africa, drawn by its wealth and strategic importance. This marked the beginning of a new era, as imperial ambitions set the stage for profound changes across the continent. Understanding this pivotal moment helped explain why Africa became a focal point in the global struggle for power and resources. European colonization propelled by a combination of powerful forces. The rapid growth of the Industrial Revolution created an insatiable demand for raw materials and new markets, pushing European nations to seek resources and trading opportunities abroad. Political competition among empires further fueled this expansion, as rival powers vied for global influence and prestige. Additionally, the concept of the white man's burden provided an ideological justification, framing colonization as a moral duty to civilize and uplift other societies. These intertwined motivations shaped the course of European imperialism, leaving a profound impact on the world. The initial phase of colonization in Africa was marked by the arrival of European explorers who mapped uncharted territories and sparked interest among their home countries. This period saw European powers vying for influence and control, culminating in the Berlin Conference of 1884 to 1885. At this gathering, European leaders drew borders across the continent with little regard for existing ethnic, cultural, or political boundaries. These artificial divisions often split communities and forced rival groups together, sowing seeds of future conflict. The result was the rapid partitioning of Africa, a process known as the Scramble for Africa, as nations raced to claim land and resources. This era fundamentally reshaped the continent, with consequences that are still felt today. Colonial rule in Africa was marked by a range of systems designed to maintain control over vast territories and diverse populations. European powers imposed administrative structures that centralized authority, often disregarding existing local governance. Resistance from African communities was met with harsh suppression, including military force and punitive laws. Infrastructure projects, such as railways and roads, were constructed primarily to facilitate the extraction and export of valuable resources like minerals and agricultural products. These developments rarely addressed the needs of local populations, instead serving the economic interests of the colonial powers. The legacy of these practices continues to influence the continent's political and economic landscape today. European powers gained significant advantages from their overseas expansions. Access to abundant resources like gold, spices, and raw materials fueled economic growth and industrial development back home. These resources enabled European nations to strengthen their economies and increase their wealth. The expansion also allowed them to establish global trade networks, enhancing their influence on international affairs. Additionally, European culture, language, and institutions spread widely, shaping societies far beyond the continent. This cultural diffusion often led to the adoption of European legal systems, educational models, and governance structures in many regions around the world. Africans endured immense suffering as a result of colonization. The loss of ancestral lands disrupted traditional ways, rooted connections to heritage. Forced labor systems exploited millions, stripping individuals of autonomy and subjecting them to harsh conditions. Cultural suppression further eroded identities, as languages, customs, beliefs were often outlawed or devalued. The drawing of arbitrary borders by colonial powers disregarded existing communities and fueled ongoing conflicts. These actions left a legacy of economic hardship, social fragmentation, and enduring challenges that continue to shape the continent today. Africa's journey through adversity has revealed a profound resilience woven into the fabric of its societies. Despite the challenges imposed by colonial rule, the enduring spirit of its people has fueled a continuous process of rebuilding and renewal. Across the continent, communities are reclaiming their histories and redefining their identities, drawing strength from both tradition and innovation. The post-colonial era is marked by efforts to heal, unite, and chart a course toward a more equitable future. From this experience, valuable lessons emerged: the importance of self-determination, the power of cultural heritage, and the necessity of forging unity in diversity. These insights continue to shape Africa's path forward, inspiring hope and determination for generations to come.